Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of this week's newsletter with myself, Laurence. Here working with a pup I haven't seen for a while. He's gone off and played quite a bit of golf, and this sometimes happens for a couple of years. Go off having had quite a few lessons, and then sort of trying to play, see how they can take these changes, and always like to do a bit of self-configuration. But it just got to the point where a few things need readdressing again. Some habits don't quite die hard and stuff, and they still sort of linger around when they're at the most prominent. So here on the left hand side, again, nice solid setup. Takes club away in a pretty decent manner. Starts to fold the arm structure here at the top. So what looks like quite a tidy top of the backswing, you'll see a general ovalisation of over the top. And over the top, in my textbook, is we're just starting to see the hands and the shaft get a little bit more vertical than where they were going on the way back. You can see the same position here, a little bit more shaft tilt. And what currently happened is the usual, it gets a bit outside, mostly heel strike, potentially just hitting some sort of very sort of steep slices or push slices of the ball was starting right as well. So I started to talk a little bit about how we could get this first movement on the way down a little bit better, a bit more in sync. So here you see me on the right hand side, just holding. Client said what we've got him doing is actually looking at this head cover on the floor. And the reason for getting him to look at the head cover, just purely and simply that it tilts the head more to the right as he's looking at it. The head does work on a tilt in the golf swing. So what I mean by that is as we swing back, as the chin hits the shoulder, generally we want to see the chest turn him on. What you'll see at the top of the backswing here, the club's got a bit sort of deeper and behind him, better turning structure. And by getting a better turn, I've just simply said to him, right, don't look at the ball, still look at the head cover, and try and figure out a way of getting this club back to the golf ball. And what you'll see is here, if I press the play button, he figures this out quite clearly, almost the extent of a little bit more toey. So I'm saying to him here, toe biased isn't too bad, just purely because he's distracting himself away from the heel of the golf club. So again, he's just sort of going through some feels again. I come in and hold the head, and he's just sort of redirecting the club in the direction he feels is best suited. So he's not actually looking at the golf ball here. Okay. And what you'll see in a few moments' time is that he actually makes a swing. I'll take the golf ball out of the way. So I'll just bring this a bit further forward. Here he goes again. There we go. So just continuing those feels. Golf ball comes out the way and I say, right, just swing this club between. There's two tees now on the floor. Just saying to him to keep looking, keep committing to that right hand side. And he will swing this club straight in between those two tees. So what he's done over the years is thinking that if he stands further away from the golf ball, he'll avoid the hosel part of the golf club. But what he ends up doing is throwing it even more and more out towards the golf ball. Bang, straight through the middle of that gap. So really, really good work here. Love seeing it when clients get a good bit of feedback, especially feedback where you're swinging the whole golf club. A lot of time can be drills where you're doing stop-start stuff. Again, their club working through that gap nicely. So again, we're sort of getting towards the end of summer now. Winter projects are fast approaching, so please get in contact to improve your golf even further with myself, Laurence. Cheers, guys.